should we continue this about Nam Bhajan and Bhaktivinoda Thakur? And Vrindavan, if you want, we can then see Vrindavan, Mahimam Itta. This is wonderful description of Vrindavan. But for all these things, we have to become qualified. So we have to first hear how to chant what is important for our spiritual purity. So Nam Bhajan is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Sorry. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Krishna and the Jivas. Krishna is clear and should be clear, and the Jivas is, as we heard, like the sun and the sun rays. So everything belongs to the sun, or everything belongs to Krishna, or is part of Krishna. So many a time we have told before in Chaitanya Shikshamrita with quotations from the Shastras, that every jiva is a spirit in molecular. The resident of Krishna is a spiritual kingdom. Krishna is the spiritual sun. The devotion to Krishna is a spiritual inclination. And Krishna Nam is Chit Rasa Vigraha. Now we venture to show the relation between spirit and the devotees who are extremely anxious for prema. And then shall show the means to the attainment of the highest bliss of the soul. If we have spiritual merit earned in previous births, transcendental felicity will be enkindled in our heart. We have no appetite or no taste or chi for the knowledge of Brahman, which is restricted to realization of mere chit only. For spiritual sportive pastimes have no place in it. So Brahman, this is moksha, liberation, is free. But free means not, free means free from the attachment or the desire, or to be bound by the material nature, by the law of material nature. Karma means action, and reaction. So someone who is free, he's just, it is called moksha. He will not be disturbed by anything what happened in this mundane life here. I think we heard this yesterday. So that soul, Krishna, is dearer than the sun, dearer than wealth, for he is omniscient. Things that are sense pleasuring are never worth endearment from the pleasure of the great soul. All joy proceeds. Thus the eternal relation to the eternal felicity between Krishna and the Jiva is prema. So, could you follow this? Oh. This Prabhupada's English is very high, actually, and it's not so easy to follow. So, what exact connection does there exist between this manifested and visible mundane world and the spiritual sphere? So, what a connection is there between this mundane, that what we think what is real, what we think is real, what we see, hear, taste, touch, and the spiritual sphere. What is the connection between both of these? In going to search after spiritual truth, more than often we are deluded after deep contemplation and discrimination. We conclude spirit to be something opposite of matter. Now this is a very important point. We should not think that spirit is the opposite of matter. Means that there's no pleasure, there's no activity, there's everything is dead, only energy. We shouldn't not think like this. Pressing our worldly reasoning too far, we leave Chitrasa to the background and are satisfied with an imaginative, inarticulate, and incomplete conception of spiritual Brahman. This is only an imagination of Chit Swarup, of Brahman. In such a stage, Brahman is immutable, incorporeal, invisible or formless, without attributes and dry of prema. This uncommon perfection is like the sky flower, in being unable to know the name, form, attributes and pastimes, or the versions of that. Chit Swarup only return to be inactive of that Chit Swarup. Attributes and pastimes or the versions of that Chit Swarup only return to be inactive. Hence it is that all portents of jivas come to pass to this dry wisdom. This is well illustrated in the conversation between the Vyasa and Narada. So that's because we feel attracted to the Buddhism. We feel attracted to the impersonal Mayavadis. Because we are come to a point in this life, maybe you have not attained this, where we think, there I cannot find what I'm looking for. Because everything will be taken away. Everything is only temporary. So I get frustrated with this situation. So I want to turn off everything on zero. Just nothing. Not thinking, not desiring, not anything. This is the goal of those Buddhists. They even want to spiritually die. Even the soul is eternal. They want also that this soul is not existing anymore. And Shankaracharya, he with a similar, almost same philosophical understanding based on the Vedas, again said, yes, but the spirit cannot die. It's not possible. It is eternal. But we can go out from the spirit, we can become one with everything. We can get out from this material ups and downs, stress and distress, suffering, birth, death, old age. So Shankaracharya gives this philosophical understanding that is just a step towards to a higher level. Shankaracharya was not ordinary personality. Lord Shiva appeared as Shankaracharya just to take them back on the basis, to teach them on the basis of the Vedas. And the Vedas give them further information, what is coming when you are out, when everything is zero. No desire anymore, no nothing you want to, no thinking, no positive, no negative. But I am existing only in becoming one with the whole energy. But I am not affected by anything material, no spiritual. They are not going further. But they are out in melding into this Brahman. So then Srila Prabhupada wrote about the Leela of Krishna. This is coming after one has realized one is out. So as long as we are not out from there or detached from the material plane, our desire to enjoy matter, we cannot attain Brahman. Without Brahman, we cannot go further, because this is the first step where we are taking an identity. This is not anymore, has not anything to do with the material, with this material world. We have rejected, we have given up. But we are just in a situation, it is called like deep sleep, dreamless sleep, not thinking. Can you imagine now? Can you imagine your mind is peaceful and just not possible? Anybody has experience? We cannot experience this. It takes many lifetimes, but we can, so to say, we can overcome this level. We can go further, but of course we have to, because if we are enter the next level, Brahman automatically is included. Brahman, Paramatma, you realize that you are soul. You are a tiny part of the Supreme Lord. And we are staying in the marginal energy, and we can decide. We can decide to turn away from Krishna and think for me, for I, or we can turn towards Krishna. Then we are moving according to his will. That's because we are practicing sadhana. That's because we need the spiritual master. We need the rules of the acharyas given. Sometimes they seem senseless, or they think, why should I do this? Why should I follow? Why should I every day change a certain amount of rounds? Why should I follow this? This is just to help us that the mind cannot jump from one to another topic, because then we are not master of the mind. We are the slaves of the mind. So all these rules and regulations what are given for the beginners especially, they are important that we follow, because when the mind says in the morning, oh, now what to do today? Then there comes a flood of desires will appear. No, I say, what have I heard from the authorities? First we do taking bath. First we go to the toilet, then we brush the teeth, then we take bath. After bath we sit down, we chant some mantras, then we put the tilak on, with the mantra also. Who knows this mantra? Narate Keshavam Dayan, Narayanam Adodare, Vakshashtalim Adamdu Govindam Gandaguvage. Madhusudana. So, then one put tilaks on the 12 parts of the body. Then one puts it with the 5 fingers. One gives mantras. One puts it with the mantra, the Keshavam, Narayanam, Madhavam, Govindam, Vishnavinama, and so forth. All is regulated. The mind is not, so to say, is engaged. Then after this, Gayatri should be chanted, or we are chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, please forgive my offense by chanting. My mind is a madman. Please let me hear your name. Let me understand that you are everywhere, you see everything, that everything is you. You are sitting in my heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then we will see in the beginning, especially in the beginning, the mind will start rebelling. He will become very loud. What is you here not hearing of me? And it's just like madness comes. But like Haridas Thakur, when he was sitting in the cave from the Muslim king, because he was envious of Haridas, because so many come to him, nobody wants the king. So he sent a prostitute to the Haridas. What did he say? He chanted and the prostitute came in the evening, and she says she wants to please him. Then Haridas said, yes, you may do this, but I have made a vow. I chanting 1 million times the name. It takes takes a little more time. I have to chant my rounds first. So when the mind is coming, I say, you wait, please. I have to first chant my rounds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And then next day evening she come again, and Haridas said, oh, I could not finish. I'm sorry. Please, you have to wait. You wait outside, and I will finish this night. Hare Krishna, he chanted, and he could not, I think 3 days he did. And at the 4th days when she again came, she said, she begged for forgiveness. She was sent by the Saminda, or what title they have, to make him fall down, so that he could again take his position. So, but now she realized what great personality I have seen what great personality, how merciful you are. You please initiate me, give me initiation, so that I may also become like you. What should I do? Then he said, you have so much money, you distribute this to the brahmanas, to the poor. You give everything, and then I will go away from here, and you can take the place in the cave and you chant the name as much as you can. And she did, and she became a very famous saint. So this is a story. So we have to deal with the mind like this. We have to always say, wait, wait, first I have to do my duty. This is on the first place. First I have to please Krishna and Guru. Then I have time for you. Or first I have to do this, make this, and then, okay, yes. Oh, today not time. for Guru. No, this is the technique, or this is the process at the beginning, that we can go on, that we can go deeper, that we lose taste for the lower things. Lila. Is there any question on this?
No, it's just I just was thinking, no question, that it's a very good idea, not only for this case, just for any distraction from materialistic world,
No.
material world.
We only
Just say, I must chant, and then this distraction disappears.
Yes, this we will realize. Step by step. Big problems may come. Problems that we think, this will kill me, I cannot overcome it. But I have to first chant the rounds. And then suddenly, after some time, if I go on, then suddenly you realize, hey, this actually no problem is there. Yeah, and nobody has experience of this. You must try. All problems go away. Everything what the mind does is, if he makes us, forces us, or wants to, that we follow him, everything will be vanish. We will even forget what was the problem yesterday. Then we start thinking, what was it? This is mystic. You have to understand this is very... we don't need these problems with your mind. Yeah.
Like, for example, on my level, if I get some problem for material world, just material world, yeah. So my mind is getting really wild. Even I chant, it is like background is chanting, but still my mind is so involved. So the question is, maybe in this case, for my level, isn't it more practical to do Srila, practical, something,
Yes. The rest of the day, you can do seva. Whatever you do, you make for Krishna. You always think, even whatever you may do, you may go to shopping. Keep in mind, you do it for Krishna. You are, of course, if you go shopping and bottle vodka and this is hardly to offer to Krishna.
What will happen if somebody offers this?
You will be drunken and mad. No, there are certain things we not offer to Krishna. If one is, anyway, this is not, we are not ready to hear. if you're a liberated soul, if you have nothing to do with this mundane world, whatever you do will not create reaction, karma. Because you're always connected with the Lord. You're always with Him. And this will be so intense that just a moment you feel not that you become helpless without Krishna. If His presence is not there, you feel, I'm just like that. I'm useless. I cannot do anything. All this we have to realize. Our attachment or our relation to Krishna must become, it will become so intense that we are not caring for anything outside, whatever may happen. There are many examples, but this is, we will not talk about these things now. We have to first make the first step, the basis, and then you will understand yourself. Whatever we do, it must be always conscious that I do it for Krishna. When I do something, or I feel that Krishna, He is not, satisfied with this, then I am disconnected. And this connection and disconnection, this is the important thing. We have to be connected in the heart with Krishna. So as soon as I speak something, what is on the mundane level, then Krishna is gone. But when I am conscious what I am speaking, I feel that Krishna is with me. He is above me. He sees everything. He is everywhere. He is in the heart of every living being. As long as I feel this, I can speak whatever I want, even if it's nonsense. It will be attractive for others, even if you do not know why. You do understand why the association of advanced devotee is blissful or is helping. There's not so many words they speak. It is not so. The most thing we may not even understand what he's saying. But it is something else. Never experienced this. What is this? What is when the mind is rebelling now? But not in my case. So like today we met a great sadhu. What is his name? Vinod Baba. So,
I think full name is Vinod Bihari Baba.
Yeah. Anyway, this is, we cannot imitate these things, and it is, we can also not live like they live. So we have to adjust it, we have to come where we are, we have to, on this level, on these situations, we can slowly, step by step. This sadhana should be practiced in this way. And then basically we must come to the state that we should never lose the contact, we should never become Krishna unconscious. This is the whole thing. Sometimes we think of Krishna, but it is only mental, on the mental level. Krishna is not on the mental level. Krishna is real, it is heavy, he is always there. But when we are not purified, and our heart is not purified, we will not understand, we will not realize it.
I have a question to this. May I? When you have also to make decisions as in the temple, which are very on a material level, new buildings, economics. How can you always be sure that, or what kind of technique you use when you make these decisions, that you are not working with your mind, that you are always make it with Krishna in your heart, or that you notice when you get distracted by this problem, when there is something appearing in daily life, in temple life, for example.
As I spoke just now,
Okay.
I like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. His father is Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Mm-hmm.
He told him, you should take initiation from Gokishore Das Babaji.
Mm-hmm.
So Gokishore Das Babaji was illiterate. He could not read, not write. He was almost blind. And Bhaktivinoda Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he was the most intelligent at this time, perhaps even in whole India. He was an extreme advanced personality. So, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, if you not get initiated by him, I don't want you to come. So, and he was asking Gokishore Das Babaji, and Gokishore has not no disciple accepted here. But Bhakti Siddhanta, he said, if I'm not, if you don't accept me, then he stood on a bridge on the Chalangi, said, I will jump down, I will finish my life, because Bhaktivinoda, my father, will reject me if you not accept me. Then Gokishore Das Babaji said, wait, I will go, and tomorrow I will come again. I will ask Gauranga Mahaprabhu. I will ask him. So, what kind of person he was? He decided not on his. He would ask the Lord. So there, if I want to ask the Lord, then I have to have a connection with him. So this is not everybody has this. It's because we are not. We should follow, and we should not decide with our intellect or with because our decision is always do the best for my bodily conception, for my happiness, for my satisfaction. But the pure devotee is never doing for his personal interest. Everything he is doing, whatever it may be, under the guidance of the Lord. Arjuna, by example, Krishna told him, you should fight, you should kill the enemies. Even they were respected and high personalities on the other side of the enemies. Then Arjuna first said, no, I cannot do this. I will go to the forest. But then Bhagavad Gita was explained to him. You cannot kill anyone, because we are all spirit soul. Tehinosmin yata dehi kamaram yovanam jara tata tehantara pratyati namuyati. All the shlokas what explain that the body is changing every moment, from the childhood to the grown up to the old age, and he's dying, and he is coming again, taking birth. So you cannot kill the person. Nobody can kill. It is only the bodily conception what you are. And this is hardly to accept for us. This is just a temporary and illusory time what we experience now here. For us it seems a long time, but in reality it is just a moment. And when you leave this world, and you will think, what was this? It was just like a dream. You will not have, they don't want to come back again in the first moment. But the remembrance may come, and the desires may come, and then actually Krishna says, okay, you try again. And now, the thing is, one has, when you speak, when you decide something, when you do something, you always have to, if you have a connection to Guru and Krishna, then he will always guide you. He will know what you should not do and what you should do. Sometimes Guru does something against his will. But it is good for the disciple. He is not acting according to what he's thinking. We should not think. Liberated soul means he has nothing to do with the laws of this material world. He has given up. He is working under the guide of the spiritual authority. He is acting through him. And we may accept or may not accept it. This is our personal decisions. But it is like this. Otherwise, Krishna will act. And he will act according to the law of karma. There are other in charge who will give you pleasure or give you distress. But Guru is here to help us to come out. And my mind has no desire to get out. We want to stay eternally in this world. And we want to enjoy. This is reality. Yes, you are laughing now. When you're young, you laugh about these things. But you will see, too much running for sense enjoyment makes you mad. And you cannot understand anything anymore. So it's not an ordinary person, a bona fide spiritual master. Bona fide spiritual master, he should not be a person who decides, now I become Guru now. I become spiritual master. This is a very dangerous thing. So authorized guide is authorized by his Guru. And yeah, like this. Guru Parampara it's called. With time is 40. And we can, some question or something clear? If you prove to me that I am wrong, I am ready. I immediately surrender when it's ready, when you're able to defeat this. It is maybe we cannot understand it, but reality is like this. We cannot change old age, death. It's not under our control. Okay, today we had, for me it was at least a little tough day. But a nice day. So, if Krishna was satisfied, we should do this as a service to Krishna. When Guru Maharaj does this, then it is a service. He is not necessary for him to see these places. Because from the first moment when I was with Guru Maharaj, I never wanted to go out. Because I was looking I want Krishna. I wanted Krishna. This was my desire. I wanted Guru and I want Krishna. So he never forced me or say something, you should also go. Because why I did not, if I look for Krishna, I will not find it wherever I go here. Even on Radha Kund, even Vajana or Nandakram or any place here, you will not find Krishna. You hear nice stories, but this is about Krishna. This is in the past, it was like this, but the present, Krishna's is now. Krishna consciousness is always now. So, if I want Krishna, I want to be close to those persons who wears Krishna in his heart, who is always with Krishna. Can you understand this logic? Because I can go wherever in the whole universe. I will not find Krishna. I can hear about him, I can see where he performed his pastime. But this is just like remembrance, or it is what he did. But it is not, you are not there now. It is not real. That's because I was so fascinated from the first day when Guru Maharaj reading books, Chaitanya Bhagavata. And he is reading the books, and he took me with him. I felt like this. And Guru Maharaj, when Mahaprabhu decided to leave when his home, Sachimata, his mother, to take sannyas, never come back. When he was reading, he was tears coming and he was voice choked. And he could not continue speaking. I thought, this is the person. He is not reading it, he is experiencing it. These are Nitya Leelas. Nitya Leela means eternal pastimes. They are always present. You can enter the eternal pastimes. And you and Radha Kund, if you're pure devotee, Radharani is present here. It is not that I have to go somewhere. But this is authorized. We making parikram, this is for us, we are not on this level. We are remembering this and we are trying to become attracted by this. To be here and now. This is the reality. Eternity means to be here and now. It is always, Krishna is always present. It's just depending on our realization, on our purity, what we want, what we really want. Yes, sorry, did I speak too much? I don't know what. Forget everything if you're. But this is reality. This is Guru Maharaj blessing. And I am eternally have to, how I say, what is the word? Eternally depths, I have depths. But he gave to me and to us this cannot be paid with anything in this world. Only through service. Okay, then we can close. Now it's 47, 8.
48.
Yeah. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityalila Bhavishtam Vishnupada Baranam Sarvacharya Stotra Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gurudev Nityalila Bhavishtam Vishnupada Baranam Sarvacharya Stotra Shri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Buri Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nityai Gaur Premanandi. Mancha kalpa darubhyasya